please. It's not the noise, it's that barbecue smell from the outside. Sorry, go ahead.
So what was your motivation, like specifically, like for pursuing what you pursued and doing now what you're doing?
You mean my own profession?
Yeah, like what was your motivation?
Well, it's a very good question. You know, my profession has different parts. You know, I'm a teacher, but I also do research, and these are not really, they're related in one profession called the university professor, but they're really not so dependent on each other, in a sense. In many ways they are, but, so I knew from a very young age I wanted to be a teacher. Some experiences, you know, prompted me in that direction. You know, some people that I got to help in some ways. I've been teaching since I was 15, so I know it's not very cool for high school kids to say I want to be a teacher, especially when most people don't really like their teachers. But I wanted to be a teacher. The research part, really, I wish I could say there was one thing that just prompted me to say this is what I want to do. But no, it's one course that led to another course, and you know, some relationships with professors and conversations that I have. And in fact, when I started college, I wanted to do something related to research and education, like get a PhD in education, and that was one thing that I thought of. And the other was, like everybody else, to get an MBA and make a lot of money. And with time, you know, it's exactly what I said here. You explore more options, and you take courses, and you see where it leads you. And I let it lead me, and so far, even though I said I'm confused and all that, I'm okay with what I'm doing. So it takes time, but eventually you figure it out. Yes?
I don't know too much. Which department are you in right now?
History.
History? What kind of history do you teach?
Middle East history.
So where are you going next year?
To a university in Indiana called Ball State University, where I'll be teaching Middle East history. Yes?
What prompted you to start posting on Emory Secrets?
Honestly, I don't know. Last semester, I was teaching seminar, colloquium, whatever that's called, and my students started talking about this thing called Emory compliments. So here's the thing. Whenever my students talk about stuff, I always try to intervene, you know, and try. You were there when it happened, this Emory compliments thing, right? So yeah, I always kind of interrupt their conversations and ask them what they're talking about. I know it's rude, but that's just the way I am. So I asked, and they told me about this, and so I had two reactions. My first one said, I don't understand why you want to flatter so many people. Why don't you just open another thing called like Emory Idiots and just post information about whoever is not so good, you know? Because we assume, I mean, by nature, we assume everyone is great. Why don't you post something and say, just discuss the people who are just not really great? That was, yeah, I heard about that too. That was my initial reaction. But then, of course, I forgot about that, and I was really curious to know. Don't worry, I didn't do anything about that. I forgot about it, and I said, okay, you know, I need to go figure out what this Emory compliments is. It intrigued me. And someone there was like a reference or a link to Emory Secrets. So I continued exploring, and I said, oh, Emory Secrets, that's an interesting thing. People are posting stuff. When I looked at it, it was about Secret 60 or 65, so really at the very beginning. And I followed it for a day or two. It got to about 150, 160, and I said, you know what, I have this idea. I'll send it out. We'll see how people respond. And I got sort of decent responses. I said, you know what, I'll try it again. And the thing is, you know, it's addictive. What can I say? So I got addicted to Emory Secrets, and you know. It's really lame to say the rest is history being a story, but that's how it started, yeah. Yes?
Were there any people that figured out your identity before
did. Okay, so first of all, yes, some people suspected that it's me. Some of my students know me really well, so they kind of figured it out because I've said those things before to them. But up until about a month ago, I think the number of people who knew that it was me was not higher than like 10, 12. In the last month, I've been getting all of these weird questions from my students in my classes if it's actually me. And I started thinking about this. You know, they have all this weird logic, and they try to explain to me why it has to be me. And I think about this, and then I realized, but you know what, weird or not weird, they're actually right, it is me. So, but I didn't admit it until today, even though some of them have been really persistent and insisting that it has to be me. And I suspect that if they don't know it now because they're not here, they will probably know about it very soon. And I don't know why I have this feeling that when I walk into my classes tomorrow, some people would say, I knew it was you! Well, we'll see if that happens. Yes?
Are you sad to be leaving Emory?
I'm very sad to be leaving Emory, but you know, such is life. I was here on a contracted position, and it's the end of the contract. I got a job elsewhere, and it's a good job, and I didn't get the option to stay here, so obviously, you know, as much as I love everyone here, it's kind of hard to volunteer for an entire year without getting paid, so yes. I don't know. Should I? No, this was a serious question. I don't know. I haven't really thought about this. And I, in fact, until a few weeks ago, didn't think that I will you know, reveal my identity or whatever. I don't like it. It sounds too dramatic to me. But, I didn't think about that. But since you know I'm leaving anyways, I thought it makes sense because there were a lot of people who were following what I was writing, and I was hoping to get a chance to meet some of them before I leave, at least. So as for the future and how it plays out, I don't really know. It depends on what people want, really. If my goal is, you know, if I can help more people, that's what I would want to do. So if people find that it's useful, then I'd be happy to do it. But one thing that I can do now, and couldn't do before, is comment on other people's secrets without having to open an anonymous Facebook page. And I might do that. So if you post something that really annoys me, well, too bad. Yes?
Do you know what any of the other faculty members think about the fact you've been doing this?
I am not aware of any faculty member who knows this. That it's me. I don't tell anyone. Well, technically my wife is a faculty member here, so I guess I told one. No, you know what? I'm curious to see. Some of them might find out soon, and we'll see what they have to say. But you know, they'll have only a few days, and after that, I'm out of here. And then, you know, they'll be stuck with their thoughts forever. Yes.
If the other faculty members talked about it with you or in front of you at all?
About my secrets or the Emory secrets in general? Okay. I've heard from some people about Emory secrets in general, but more like general comments is like, I know there is such a thing. Not so much like, oh, I read this religiously. I guess that sort of became my problem.
Are secrets anonymous?
And no, about what I was doing, no one talked to me about that. Or not even, no. And I don't know who the Emory Secrets people are, and I don't know who the other guy who does the Professor is, just so you know. I really don't. This is not, no secrets anymore, really. I don't know who they are. Yes?
Yeah, that one's a woman.
Huh?
I have a suspicion that it's actually.
Wait, the professor is in?
Yeah, that's another one that you can, like, it's like a Dropbox. You submit.
It's not me. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
No.
It's what the professor is in.
And some people suspected that I'm a woman because it's true, go read back, because I said some stuff that was, I guess, feminist in a way. I'm not hiding it, I am a feminist, so it's true. More than my wife, probably. So, yeah, but nevertheless, as you can probably tell, I'm not a woman. Yes?
What's your favorite Emory memory shrines?
Favorite Emory memory?
It rhymes.
One that you like.
Wow. You have to think about that. I have too many, honestly. I don't have a very good answer. I'm sorry.
How long have you been here?
2 years.
Can I help you with that memory?
Please.
It was when you took us to Sunny's.